tonight is Scrapbook Monday night, Monday scrapping or Monday stamping. Hi. Oh, it's so good to be with you all here tonight. Hello, Luana. So tonight's scrapbook, first of all, I'm going to share with you the finished scrapbook from last Monday. And then tonight, I am going to share with you how I found a Pinterest idea and I'm going to turn it into my own scrapbook page. So a lot of people do that. They pin all these great ideas for scrapbook layouts and then they never use them because they're not sure how to use them. So hopefully I can help you with that tonight. All right. Don't forget, we've got 1 week left in July, and for $50, I'm sending you the new Volume 2 card sketch book for free as a thank you gift to you. After July, it will go for sale in my shop for $30. So it's a good idea to put in an order so you can get it for free now. All right, there we go. Now some people are joining us. We got Teresa from New York and Tina from North Dakota and Maria from Indiana. Love it, love it. All right. Let me switch cameras. Okay, it's a little messy, but that's all right. So first, let's look at the paper pack. This is everyday. Well, the stamp set is Everyday You and Me. The paper is called Everyday. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot the name of the paper. Oh, well, just type in Everyday and you'll find it. This is still available. The Scrapbook Kit Workshop is no longer available. The big, thick one that comes with the punch outs and all the other stuff. But the paper pack and the stickers are still available. Now, one thing I did come across that was kind of frustrating, and that is this is Wild Wheat. And it was an in color that has now discontinued. It discontinued back in May. So if you don't have Wild Wheat, maybe you have something in your stash that's similar. I did not have anything. I tried all my browns, all my yellows. I couldn't find anything that was close to Wild Wheat. So I went ahead and got my Wild Wheat out. Because I do have it. I just didn't want to use it because it's not available in the shop anymore. It's discontinued. But other than that, everything else is available, okay? All right. Yes, Michelle, this DSP is gorgeous. I especially love this gingham. I love this watercolor wash. Isn't that gorgeous? The flowers, the polka dots, the stripes. Yeah. So there should be 6. I'm missing somebody. Hold on. Who am I missing? Missing the yellow piece. Which one is the yellow piece on? This piece. So where is, because I haven't even used this. Oh no. Oh yes, I left it in the other room because I didn't have any Wild Wheat paper. And so I used this to do some cutouts, and it's in my other room. But that's okay. I've got this sheet. So this sheet, this pattern, and you get 2 of each in the paper pack. I just have been, I just turned one over so you could see each one. And I've cut this one up here. All right. Okay. And then here is the sticker sheet. So awesome. It's got so many cute little sayings. I love word art. These are just great to stick on the side of a picture. Nothing but smiles. Together we have it all. Best of times. Things to remember. A special day. Pure sweetness, happiness, start of the story of today. Pure sweetness. I'm going to show you guys some whoopie pies. You guys are from Maine or New England. You know what a whoopie pie is. So I'm going to show you my whoopie pies. Now, problem is, hold on, let me double check my printer now. I was printing my pictures and they came out awful. Finish cleaning. Okay. And now nozzle check, print head, alignment. Okay, and print. All right, I gotta see if I cleaned up my ink heads or not. But there's a bunch of stripes going down this photo. I know you can't really see it that much on the video, but I was like, oh no, my picture is terrible. All right, now this the Pinterest page. So I'm going through Pinterest and I found this, and I had pinned it a while back. Now it says Michelle on here, Mechelle, but that is it. There was not a website. There was not anything. I even tried to do an image search. I could not find who this sketch came from. I don't even recognize any of the paper, anything. So I'm using this as a jump off because I need a 2-page spread, but I have a lot of horizontal pictures or horizontal pictures that I could cut into a square. But matter of fact, I don't have really any vertical pictures. And so I was really having trouble finding a sketch that I liked for tonight's project. But never fear, I'm going to figure it out. All right, so like I said, this is my jumping off point. Put that to the side for a sec and get all this out of the way while I get my base pages down. Hold on, my printer is letting me know, is there a problem? And the problem is, OMG. Yeah, I think I'm totally out of some inks. What do you guys think? I'm like, where's the pink and the yellow? All right, we're not going to be printing any pictures tonight. I'll leave them blank and you get to see the pictures next week. So that's just how it goes, right? All right. But we're still going to make the spread. So let me make a little more room here. I'm going to take the thing off there. I'm going to twist so that we're even. I need to come down some. Sorry for making you seasick. I apologize. I think we're good. All right, those are all my stamps. They're kind of in the way, but not. And then, of course, my face is in the way, but we'll move on to that in a minute. So let me get all this lined up again. So we've got that page and that page. All right, so bringing back out my Pinterest, we've got 2 strips going across. So I'm like looking at my paper. I went ahead and pulled out. This is our 2-tone cardstock that has a white core. And so I tore that and I'm going to use that down here. All right. Then this is the floral side of this paper here. And I'm going to use that up here for this. So far, so good. Now, we're going to need some banners here and some photo mats. Now, they have a photo here, but I'm actually going to use that for my journaling area because I'm going to put 4 squares over here. All right. So let me get this tape down. Where's my adhesive? I brought it in. Here it is, right here in front of me. Get this on here. And while I'm doing this, if y'all have any questions, don't forget, put a question mark in front. Oh, yes. Look at all our fun people with here. So we've also got Joyce joining us, and Marianne is here. Oh, is there? Hey, you guys, Marianne said she got an email for free shipping for $75. I have not checked my email since this morning. So if Stampin' Up! Has just released that, yeah, let's find out. Yeah, I hope so. I would love to have a $75 free shipping. I tell you what, I got a lot of stuff I need. I can always use free shipping, especially as a demonstrator. That is another great reason to join Stampin' Up!, you guys. Free shipping on top of your discount. I'm telling you, it is a lot less expensive to order Stampin' Up! As a demonstrator than as a customer. Unless you're only buying a couple of things at a time, then it would be less expensive to order as a customer. But if you're ordering, at least on average $100 a month, you need to be a demonstrator because that's how much you have to order. About 300 every 3 months. It doesn't have to be all at once. It can be spread out over the 3-month period. But that's not including the discount. So it's actually only $240. Is that right? I always forget. It's a 20% discount on 300. See, 60, 40. 240 every 3 months that you actually have to spend. And then when you get free shipping, that's pretty awesome. Okay. All right, I have that part down now. It called for some banners. Now, they've got a light and a dark, which is fine. I don't mind doing that. So we can but I can take the lighter side of this paper here and use here, but I'm thinking instead of another dark blue, because that's just a lot of turquoise. I'm thinking maybe the backside, that the stripe paper. What am I talking about here? Oh, and then also there are some banners here, but they're little bitty banners. They did the roses, the stripes horizontally, and then they have this gingham, but I don't have that gingham. I've got the blue and white gingham. So where is all my papers? Let me flip it over here. So I've got this I can make as a banner. Okay, move that out of the way. I can use, okay, this I can use as a banner. I like that. That's a great idea. Or even some watercolor wash, but I don't think so. I like that better. Come on. Yeah. And then this page. This is the gingham or the yellow. So I'm thinking this would look cute. How about that? How about that for 2 banners? Yeah, I'm liking that a lot. All right. So my banners, they look like they're the same width as the top and bottom. I made the top and bottom 2 inches. So 2, 4, and then I've still got 4 and 4. You know what? I should have made those smaller. I just thought about that because they've got the 2 4x4s here. Well, that's all right. We're just going to have that come up. No problems. All right. So they had it where the 2 photos, 2 4x6 were inside the lines, which is fine. But I made my strips too long. I thought those looked like 2 inches, but you know, what can I tell? So with that going there, we will need, I guess, should we go with 2 inch or 2.5 inch borders? I'm not sure. I hate to cut and then change my mind. Let me see. This is, that's a 2 inch border right there. So that's 2 inches. You can't really tell with the whole border. Let me tell you what, let me move this second page out of here for a minute so we can see this page better. Here we go. Okay. Maria says, yep, it's this Wednesday through Friday. Well, hot dog. I am so excited. Thank you, Marianne, for telling us. You guys, start making your wish list. Start making your wish list. Okay. So we've got our 4x6, our 4x6. All right. So that's fine there. Then we're going to need 2 banners here, and I'm going to do a journaling box down here. So, do I want my banners thicker or skinnier? I'm thinking I want them thicker. So let's go 2.5. How's 2.5? 2.5 is right there. That's 2.5. Yeah. And they'll overlap each other. So it'll overlap like that. And then this will be 2.5. And that'll take up all that space. Okay. That's the plan. I can trim down. I just can't add to it. So we're going to go with the 2.5 and see how we like it. Okay. Now, also notice I made my little dots kind of long up and down. Zoom in real quick so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So see how these ovals are up and down instead of like this. I don't think it really matters. It's just your choice. So, oh, I messed up my film. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So, and then same here, these stars, the pattern kind of goes up and down. If you turn it this way, the stars look flat and wide, and this way they look long and skinny. At first glance, they look normal, but then as you start to turn the paper, you're like, oh, wait a minute, those are kind of directional. All right. And then how much room do I have going down? Not very much room. Bring out that paper again. Yeah, they have them starting at the top and going. So if I put that there and that there, so it starts at the top and it goes to about here, and then the other one comes to here. So how many inches is that? 6.5. Okay. So actually I want the lighter color one, 6.5. It is cards, Rita. 30 card sketches. Yeah. Good question. She was asking if the sketchbook that I made, which one was it? So, and this doesn't look much different. So I'm only going to put it at 6. And then if I need it to be shorter, I can. But like I said, I'd rather it be too long than too short. All right, got back there. We got that. Oh, also, we need to make a dovetail. So these are 2.5. So if I put this evened up at 2.5 and take a pencil, there it is. Come here, pencil. Mark it right there, and I'm going to go up the center and then to the corners to that part. So put that in there. Okay. So that's how I make dovetails. And I just go up, about a finger's width, maybe a 1/2 inch, maybe less, I don't know, just wherever. And then I just cut from the corner to where I cut. Awesome. Looks great. Now this one, I want it to be the same. Come here. Nope, I need it this way. There we go. Nope, there's my pencil mark. Oh my goodness. Can I be any more confusing? Okay. There we go. Yeah, so I didn't have to find the center of this one. Sometimes I overdo my explanations. And if you have a drawer full of templates, that's another thing you could do. Just to keep on stash. You could have the 1/2 inch, the inch, the 3/4 inch, the 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches, all the different widths with dovetails, and just keep them in a envelope. And then when you need a template, you can just pull it out. Okay, so we've got that. We're doing the yellow, and let's see, how do they have it? They kind of have it to where the point is like that, and it's higher up. So I am going to trim off a little bit up there, but I think we're good. All right, loving it. So let's do some taping. These are 4x6, so that means my photos are going to have to be smaller than 4x6, which is no problem. I will print them at 4x6, but I will put a white border and then trim the white border off, or at least half of the white border off. And then that would leave you could see the peacock with the white border. What do I mean by that? Let's see that picture that I printed that looked so bad. Oh, shoot, where'd it go? Well, this one, but like I said, it printed so bad. But see how it has a white border already? I could cut that so there's like a 1/16 of an inch of white. And even though it fits in there, because I trimmed off all the way to there, you would see like a little more than 1/8 of the pretty peacock. Does that make sense, you guys? I hope so. Okay, we got that on there. Let's get these on here. Oops. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am, Loretta. Free shipping is on anything. Yes, ma'am. Free shipping is on anything. Okay. and you get your Stampin' Rewards. I mean, it is a win-win all the way around with free shipping, especially if you're a demonstrator. Okay, like I said, I'm going to trim that off. I've got that where I want it, and then I'm going to put this up here. Let's see, I want it, yeah, pretty even. So I'm just eyeballing it from there to there. That looks good. Okay. La-da. And then just take my snips and cut this little piece off. I'm going to move over to the next page and show you how I'm going to extend this. And then we'll go and put some flowers on here and some titles, because I did punch out my titles. But like I said, it's just my pictures that I'm having problems with tonight. Okay, so notice we have flowers here and we have flowers down here, and then we're going to have to do something over here. So let's grab this piece. Okay, and like I said, interesting. I need horizontal pictures. Okay, now I can do squares. I could do horizontal square, which, hey, that's a great idea. I could do 2 horizontals and a vertical. I really don't think I had a vertical, though. Let me double check my camera stash. One. Yeah, I kind of have one with her daughter and her grandson. Yeah, and I'll want to scrap that. So, ooh, so many pictures, so little time. Isn't that the way it goes? All right, so I'm thinking that out loud. Yeah, I'm thinking I can do Cade and her daughter as a square, though. Yeah, so let me cut out my pieces first. I'm going to have them all in the Pretty Peacock. That's easy enough. So I need 4. And then cut this in half. So I have 2 4x6s. Okay. So this is what I'm thinking. If I do that, I can have 2 little horizontals. 2 little horizontals. Okay. And then a little vertical. I would want to separate these, though. Yeah. So these are going to be 3x4s. Like I said, I have a lot of horizontals. I just don't have very many verticals. I just have that one vertical. I could make another one vertical if I had to, which that's a possibility. All right, let's play around with this now. So if I have multiple horizontals, so I could do that. That would give me a lot of horizontals. Okay. I could get 6 horizontals that way. Woo, that's a lot. Or I can just put them all here in the center and then do a vertical here. That's a thought too. Let me get some more paper here. Here's another one. All right, cut this one in half. So this is how you do a stretch. This is how you stretch a sketch. Stretch it. Can you say that fast? I cannot say that fast. Love it, love it. Okay, so let me double check on my photos here. So I know I have a picture of all the cousins, and I have a picture of us eating dinner. 1, 2, 3, 4 people eating. Okay. Yeah, the 4 cousins. I should have thought this out a little bit more, but that's okay. We got this. We got this. So we can have all the cousins, and then we can have dinner. Those are the 2 big pictures, so you can see all the faces. Then we have some littler pictures. So this is what I was thinking. I could put Cade and I cannot remember Cindy's daughter's name. Anyway, Cindy and Jane are my cousins. They are McIntyre cousins. We found each other through genealogy, of all things. Um, Henry McIntyre came to America back in 1740. Actually, before then, because he was elected to the city. Basically, he was not the cattle wrangler, but the pig wrangler. But that was a city job, and that's what he was elected to do, was to keep, if a pig had gotten loose, he was in charge of going and getting it. So um, Henry McIntyre. So he had to at least be 20 in 1740. Anyways, we're all three of us are related to this Henry guy. And then I've proven Henry's son, David McIntyre, fought in the American Revolution, and I proved him as one of my ancestors. So he is in the DAR, officially proven. That's pretty cool. All right, so I'm liking this. Let me move this over. Come here. A little bit. Yeah, I'm liking that. What are you guys thinking? So that'll be the one vertical that I had that I really can't change. Okay. Yeah. Pretty awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and stick these down. Move this out of the way. Move all of this out of the way. Mm-hmm. Okay, we had the tape around here somewhere. There it is. All right, I want to make sure I'm all even, so let me get this one out of the way. The cardstock is pretty peacock. Tina wanted to know what color this cardstock is. Pretty peacock. Yeah, and it is very pretty, isn't it? All right, I want to line up my grid here. Oh, it doesn't want to move. All right, there we go. And so there's my center. So if I put a 1/2 inch between these two, I like that. There we go. Okay. And I'm just putting a little bit of tack. So if I do need to bring it up, it's okay, even if I accidentally tear it, because I can hide it with the next photo cover up or photo mat. Okay. I feel like my eyes are going wonky. That's okay. All right, there we go. Bring these down. It's funny, I flip it over and it's the same. It's just habit. Oh my gosh. Now, yeah, just see how that looks. And I'm not pressing down, so it'll pop up real quick if I need to change something here. Come here. Yeah, that works. Awesome. Now this one I'm going to go ahead and lift up a little bit because it's so off from the other 5 that it's okay that I have a skinny line there. All right. Okay, like that. I'm going to press these down. Like I said, if I have to bring them up, that's okay. It's only adhered a little bit in the center. Oops, come on. There we go. All right, so now let's look at this 2-page spread. Let's see what we've got so far. And then we'll pick, one thing I noticed here, I don't like how my torn edge, it doesn't match there. I'm going to fix that later, but right now let's pull back in our Pinterest page. Whoops, there we go. So far, so good. So that page is that page, and then we've extended it across with a whole bunch more pictures. I love it. All right, let's pull out our stuff. I've got all kind of stuff. First thing is sprigs. You got to have sprigs. And now that I've done this in peacock, I'm thinking maybe I should have done these in lagoon, which that's okay. I can change them out and keep these in my stash for later. That's okay. I stamped these leaves though in the gray like they have. And here, see how the, it'll come to me. Wild wheat. That really was the only color that matched that. So I went ahead and stamped those in wild wheat. Like I said, if you don't have wild wheat, maybe you've got something in your stash that matches if you wanted to get this paper. Okay, now this is stamped off. So that's pretty peacock stamped off. that's stamped off. I have some dark there. Is that pretty? No, that's Lost Lagoon. I'm sorry. That's Lost Lagoon stamped full saturation. Yeah. Because I thought Pretty Peacock was too dark. It looked almost black. There we go. That one. And then we've got a couple more. Now, this is what full saturation of the wild wheat looks like. And it's kind of dark, but I liked it light instead. Here's another sprig. Okay, so that's all we've got here. Now we've got our title. No, I did not just lose a title, did I? No, I lost a rose. Okay, we are cousins. Okay. And we are McIntyre cousins. Let's see. Oh gosh. Ooh, these are tiny, skinny letters. And we always sign off our email or address each other as McCuz. But instead of putting McCuz, I'm putting McCousins. McIntyre cousins. Yeah. There we go. McIntyre cousins. Now, I want to leave the flowers for over here. And I did do these with the adhesive backing. So I am going to move these over just a little bit more so I have more room for the flowers. Oh, I've got the fan blowing on me. Hold on. Let's turn that off. There we go. That looks good. All right. So we'll just start with the M. So how was y'all's weekend? I didn't even ask. We got so much done around this house. Did you all know you can rent big, tall ladders from the Home Depot? So my husband, I think I told y'all this Friday. We had to change out all our fire alarms, our fire detectors. And we have extremely high ceilings here in this house. And so we rented a ladder. We did that, picked it up at 7 a.m, came home, changed out all of the fire detectors. That was fun. While we had the ladders, I said, honey, the light bulbs in the dining room need changing because I want bright white, as bright as you can get, light bulbs in there for when I have people over to do crafts, we can see better without having to get the little side lamps out. And he said, that's not a problem. So we used the ladder to change out the light bulbs because the ceiling fan, of course, is way up there. Let's see, what else did we do? We trimmed some of the branches off our big oak trees in the front to let a little more sunlight on our yard. That's always a fighting battle with us, the sunlight, trying to get sunlight on our yard with 4 huge oak trees. And they're live oaks, so they don't ever shed their leaves. Well, they do, but they don't ever go dormant, you know. They went the way the live oak sheds its leaves is when the new growth pushes them off. So as it is growing, it is shedding. Unlike regular deciduous trees that shed in the fall, go dormant, and then in the spring, all the baby buds come out. So if you have live oaks, you know what I'm talking about. We get fall twice a year. We get it in the spring and we get it in the fall. Okay. Oh, Loretta says, I love bright white lights. Yes, me too. Especially as we get older. What is it? Why do we have to have bright light? I swear I can't see anything unless I have sunlight. Especially reading. Oh my gosh, that's the worst. Okay. Hello, Chameleon. Hold on, I looked at it too fast. Carmelina, there we go. Carmelina. From Australia, right? Yeah, Australia. It's either super late at night there or bright and early. I'm not sure which one. Y'all are so far. Actually, I know it's the next day. That's one thing I do know. Okay, we got it. McCousins. All right, let's put some flowers on here. I love it. Get all that off. So fun. Okay, let me get my sketch back out. Okay, and like I said, that's going to be for journaling, so I'll just write some lines there and journal straight onto my page there. But I want to get a large flower, a medium flower, and a tiny, well, I don't really, I only did the tiny flowers in the yellow, so I guess we could do the dark one there. Yeah. And then switch this one out for a dark one since it's, here we go. I like that. Okay, so far so good. Also, they have like a banner, love this season. So I'll put some word art on here too. But first, let's build this. Now, I am not one for dimensionals. I can tell they popped all their flowers up. But like I said, you guys are going to die when you see my 2011 scrapbook. It is already 3 inches thick. It's ridiculous. And I don't have any dimensionals in there. So it's just crazy. But 2011 was just a super fun, busy year. Just so much stuff going on. I did a lot of stuff with my Scottish heritage ancestry in 2011. I was a Scottish Highland dancer, so there's a lot of that. I was real involved in my Daughters of the American Revolution. I was elected to one of the offices, so I did a lot of that. The grandkids, there were no grandkids yet, so we did a lot of traveling and stuff. Oh my, there's just so much. Okay, well, on this thing, I can put the leaves. I'm trying to see which one. Okay, that's the dark leaf. There we go. I like the dark versus the light. And they have their leaves kind of, can you see them? Yeah, so they're kind of going like that. So we'll do that. I'll put one here. I'm just going to lay them on here for first and then get the gray ones out. Okay. Now I have 2 different kind of gray ones. I feel like it really needs something else besides just 2 little leaves. That's all I've got, though. Let's go ahead and do these. If y'all think of anything, let me know. Tina says, I'm with you. We have high ceilings, and I always want white lights. It's hard to find bright with LED light. Oh, I know. That was the problem, Tina. I had the little salesperson trying to help me, and they had bright white, but I got the last box. And because they're chandelier light bulbs, they're those itty bitty skinny thread twist in light bulbs. Of course, my glue's deciding not to cooperate. Yeah, so, but I found it. Now I'm just, if they go out, I'm in trouble. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to get some glue on these leaves. I know y'all can't see me, but I promise you that's what I'm doing. Okay, where's my tweezers here? There we go. And stick that under there like that. I'm going to kind of tilt it to the side, though. I don't want to go in straight. Go kind of like that. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll do this one. Carmelina says it is 11:07 Tuesday morning, 11 in the morning. And here in Texas, it is going on 8:15. So the same minutes. Yeah, just the hour is different. So come on. I'm going to have to trim that. There we go. Okay, that works. And here we go. Awesome. All right, so far, so, and of course, using bling, actually, I think this is probably enough now. And then the little word sentiment, I think we're good to go. All right, I like that cluster. Very simple, very easy. We need 2 more clusters. We need one down here and we'll need one over here. Now, they did the exact same thing pretty much, but they added more leaves on the left side than the right side, but they still have the 3 flowers. Oh, they also have some hearts in there. That's cute. All right, so let's grab some flowers. I'm not going to put a big one down here. I'm just going to use little ones. So I have a little and a little. Oh, come here. Oh, okay, I have glue on my thumb and everything stuck onto it. There we go. All right. Okay. And they're not even really touching too much, kind of like that. Yeah. Maybe we'll do that. Something like that. That looks good. Okay, and then we'll put some leaves in. So this time with the glue, I'm just going to get the center. That way I can tuck it under better. Okay. Perfect. And we have these. Now, see, this is the problem. Okay, because that's just the same exact color. So I need to punch something else. Let's grab the paper that the kit has. Doesn't it have some blue? Oh, it has that watercolor wash part. I don't really know if I want to cut this up, though, to make leaves. Nah. I think what I will do, let's see, where's my colored paper? Here we go. Let's see what else we got in store here. And then we have Lost Lagoon. Let's see how that looks. Might be too similar. It looks okay. We could do the gray. Let me grab the gray. Come on. I could do a darker gray. Ooh, that might be pretty. Like a dark gray or a light gray. Where's my smoky slate? Don't you love having all the color to choose from? All right, well, that's not that gray. That gray is actually gray granite. So let's grab gray granite. It's more of a brown gray. Yep, that's what color we got to use because that's the color that it is. So let me grab my punch. And punch a couple of these. Come on, get out of my way. You definitely need a sprig punch. If you don't have this one, this one is going to be discontinued soon. So if you like it, get it now. But hopefully we'll have another one soon. Because you just can't live without a sprig punch. There we go. And this one also punched out little rosebuds, which I love. So that helps. Okay. And then I can just snip those tails off. Oh, you know what? It had 3 on that side. But if I use the rosebuds, that might be all I need. Okay. Nah, not at all. Okay, where are my leaves? Oh, did I already? No, phew, I was like, no, I made a bunch of leaves. Okay, that's cute. And then just that one there. Okay, is that how theirs looks? Yeah, pretty much. Except they have this one here and this one here. So the color kind of goes the other way. All right, love it. So let's get some glue on this one. And I need to snip that off. I thought I put the glue in the center of these flowers. I guess it's spread out because it's like right to the edge of this flower. Yay. All right, put a few bling dots on that, and that little cluster is good to go. Don't you love flower clusters? They are so easy. Now, that's this page that we're done. Looks pretty much the same. All right. Like I said, I'm going to do journaling here instead of a photo box, and I'm not matting it. I'm just going to write right onto the page. I'll sprinkle some embellishments up here. We'll have the photos with a little white border and then the photos. So we've got that. This side over here now we need to work on. So I'm going to move this out of the way. And I like triangles. That's really the best way to do embellishing. It's called, oh, its official name. Oh, I am so sorry. Oh, forgive me. Oh, I've drawn a blank. Okay. There is an official art term for your 3 triangles, for your triangle. It fixes it. I've totally drawn a blank. Oh my God. It'll come to me later. Don't worry about it. All right. But while we're doing that, now I'm going to overlap that. But when I do that, I'm going to make sure I don't get any adhesive on this side of the flower because my photo needs to tuck under there and I don't want any adhesive to be in the way. Okay. Not a problem. But, and then I'm only going to put 2 flowers over here. I don't need as much. Okay. And some sprigs and we're done. Okay. Yeah. This turned out really easy. I wanted to put a couple of those stickers on there too. So let me get that done real quick. All right. So just a little adhesive. Mm-hmm. And then my sprigs. Yeah, perfect. Come on. So I can't wait to show this with the pictures. I'm so bummed that my ink messed up, but that's okay. It just needs to be replaced, I'm sure. Put in a new ink cartridge and I'm good to go. All right, good job. Now back to that sticker sheet. There we go. Here's the sticker sheet. And we're going to do sweet, pure sweetness. That is for the whoopie cakes. Now I'm going to have a problem though, because I don't want that adhesive going there. I could just put it there. Or what a lot of people do is get the adhesive off of there with an embossing buddy. Let me grab that real quick. Okay. So if you've got a sticker and you don't want stickiness on it, what I'm doing is I'm not taking the sticky off. I'm sticking powder onto the stickiness so that the stickiness won't stick to the picture. And now there's no stickiness. There's stickiness on that side. Okay. And then I'm just going to put that right there. Okay, good. And so the photo can still stick under there. I like that. What else do we have together? All of us together. I like that, but it's awfully big. Well, I could trim it down. Together we have it all. Nothing but smiles. Best of time. Together we have it all. Best of smiles. A special day. It was a very special day, having all the cousins together. Yeah, a special day. So I'm just going to put that there. Looks good. A special day and nothing but smiles. Yeah, we'll do both. But I am going to trim that down. Okay. I hope y'all enjoyed tonight. I try to keep it at an hour. Whoops, what did I lose? I lost you guys. What's going on? Oh, a dumb spam risk. Okay. Well, I hope I didn't miss y'all too much. Had a spam call interrupt us. You know, I have it on Do Not Disturb. I'm not sure why those spam calls still get through. So frustrating. Okay, so nothing but smiles and a special day. So let me see if I can't lift that up a little bit. Again, another phone call? Oh my gosh. How rude. Stupid spammers. Okay, that's it. Like I said, I'm gonna cut. Okay, this is out of control. I think that should be illegal. I'm just like, I'm very frustrated. I'm trying to do a live. Okay. All right. All right. This is out of control. What the heck? Okay. If it does it again, I'm going to be so mad. Yeah, because I'm trying to say goodbye. I'm trying to say it. All right. Well, I'm just going to have my face on there then. Okay. Good night. I hope you enjoyed tonight's scrapbook. I'll be back Wednesday for Card Challenge Wednesday and Friday for Funfold Friday. Don't forget, July is the last. I'm doing actually, there's two things to think about. Card Sketch, $50. We're having a free shipping day starting Wednesday. And we have, there's one more thing, the Christmas catalog. I have been sending out email after email after email. I don't want any of you all to miss it. I know you're probably annoyed with all the emails, but someone inevitably is going to say, oh, I didn't know you were giving away free catalogs. I'm like, yeah, I sent out a couple of emails. But yeah, you need to sign up because I only want to send catalogs to people who want them. I do pay for the catalogs and the shipping myself, so I don't mind doing that. I just want to make sure I'm sending it to people who actually need the catalog. So be sure to fill in the form, and you will get your Christmas catalog. Or I should call it holiday catalog because it's more than just Christmas, but has a lot of Christmas in it. It's a lot of Christmas. Awesome. You guys have a wonderful evening. We do not see your table. Yeah, I know, Tina. The stupid spammer keeps calling and won't quit calling. And yeah, so there we go. Now I think it's upside down. Yeah, and the spam people just totally messed up my thing. So, well, there they go. They're calling again. Okay. Rita did not get an email. Rita, are you on my newsletter list? Be sure, if you're not on my newsletter list, you need to go to Christina at creating, go to creatingwithchristina.com. There's a newsletter email thing to sign up for to get my newsletter, but send me an email, and that email, Christina at Creating with Christina, and let me know you didn't get the email to sign up for the holiday catalog, and I'll be sure that you get that. Okay. Phew. All right. So Rita, you are covered. Make sure I get your address. Awesome. Okay. Good night, you guys. Y'all are so awesome. I'm just scrolling through real quick to make sure I haven't missed any questions. Awesome. Okay. Good night, you guys.